Another week later we travelled back to Inverness to continue the voyage, and from there headed north to Wick, the last harbour before the Pentland Firth. It was our plan to get some advice from the harbour master there about passing through Pentland.
That was a really useful stop. Just spoke to Malcolm, the harbour master. He told us to keep rolling. Basically, if we want to get through the Pentland Firth, we need to get the last of the ebb tide. He reckons if we keep rolling now, we'll catch the last of the ebb. We go on the inner route, and we should get smooth waters all the way through with the wind in the direction it is. So we're going to keep running and see what the Pentland Firth brings. It's Britain's most dangerous stretch of water. Probably one of the scariest bits of the trip for me, so fingers crossed. Gotta have something to eat before the Pentland Firth. It's all a bit of a rush. I thought we would be going round a lot later in the day. We've been told we should go now, so we're going for it. Gotta have something.
And on to the inshore forecast for the area Cape Rafter at your head, including Orkney. Initial 24-hour forecast. Winds variable 3 or 4, coming west or southwest 5 or 6 later. Sea state smooth or slight, becoming moderate later. And the weather's rain or showers with moderate or good visibility.
So this is it, here we are in the Pentland Firth off the very, very north of Scotland. I can't believe we're here after all the planning for this trip. Sharp Bay, based in Falmouth, is now off the very northern tip of Scotland. We've got the Orkney Islands up there, and the Pentland Firth is calm. We're just before the turn of the tide, just before the tidal races will start, and it's like a mill pond. I am so stoked. I was so apprehensive about this section of the trip, and to actually be here in the middle of it now, cruising through it, awesome, absolutely awesome. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is what this trip is all about, this adventure. Being here, seeing places like this and cruising through them. Good morning to you. We're a motor cruiser. We're just approaching the harbour entrance. I'm just asking permission to come into the harbour to refuel with diesel, please. Over.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you familiar with the place?
No, not at all. My first visit. Over.
Right, that's fine. The fuel hut is actually on the fish market basin. If you pass the first 2 piers, I'll get you in there and I'll keep an eye out for you.
Alright, thanks. I'll call you up if we get in any trouble.
Scrabster's best known as the mainland harbour for the Orkney Island ferries. We attracted a lot of interest. They don't get many Sea Line 34s around here. We'd called in to refuel and had planned to spend the night here, but it was still only early afternoon. One of the lifeboat crew suggested that we head to Stromness on Orkney for the night. Why not indeed?
Cheers, Fee.
Cheers, boy.
Major milestone in the trip today. We've reached the most northerly point of our voyage. We've gone through the Pentland Firth, which I was really quite apprehensive about going through. We've turned west, so it appears we're almost halfway through the voyage now, or a good halfway through. And then, because the weather was so beautiful, we've actually headed even further north, up to the Orkneys, and we're sitting here in Stromness with a pint of Scrabster special, celebrating it. Cheers again.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, Flea.